Hello everyone. Fatty from Pack a Punch Traders here. Gonna make a quick video going over my trade of the day and a couple other plays, what's moving on the day today. So for me, my only trade today was SIDU. Came out of nowhere for me, just one of the gappers. I had a couple plays on watch. Where is this? Posted it yesterday. Here's the watch list. Had some decent calls. APLD was really honestly the main one. Now I'm thinking about it. We'll go over some of these. But yeah, these two failed. This failed. And I did not check on this one yet. So assuming it did nothing because I don't see it on my scanner. But APLD was a decent call out of the watch list. But I ignored it. I really enjoyed looking at SIDU. I saw a beautiful chart. I take that back. It's kind of ass. It just has the history of spiking. So that caught my attention. It isn't that high of a float, lower market cap, things I like to see. And here we are trying to bottom out. I saw we had some resistance in the 380s, which lined up with the intraday or pre-market rather resistance in the 380s here. So when it failed to break down, there wasn't much volume coming out of the gate here, and most of it looked to be selling, but it failed to break down. So I was thinking, so we have a former runner. People are going to remember this. It does not seem to have that great of a history of spiking besides this one spike here. So I was thinking shorts are going to come into this, betting against it into the 380s or so, where there's going to be resistance, and they failed to really push it lower. And to me, this was the key right here, the higher low. We got a little perk on volume here, some solid buying coming through, but then when the selling comes through, there's not much selling compared to the buying. At least when I was eyeing it, that's what it seemed like. And then volume really died, and then when it came back, majority buying, coming back above open price, above VWAP. So I was getting in to this little spike here. Average ended up being at 3.5. I got a little bit into this dip as well when it confirmed. And then from there, it was kind of a patience play. So I thought we'd get a quicker push, but as long as it kept holding trend, failing to break down, holding VWAP, it was making a higher low. Volume didn't completely die off. It was still kind of sustaining itself. So as long as it kept holding above VWAP, I was pretty comfortable with this being in it for potential play to test forward. That was the plan. Let's go back to this tweet. Um, Holding open price and VWAP so far after a failure to break down could be a play to squeeze shorts and test forward. But ideally, buying volume keeps coming in, triggering that squeeze. And that's precisely what happened. And that was pretty much the move. There was a little maybe dip buy opportunity here, but this definitely got stuffed at whole dollar, half dollar level. Combining that with the resistance right around 380, I thought maybe it might not get stuffed at 380 and give that little bump to 4. And pretty cool to see that is what happened. Late day volume was not enough to warrant a squeeze. Shorts did not budge really. Did it even break the high? Doesn't even look like it. Might have just tapped it. But very choppy action here after a solid push near a resistance level with a weaker volume than what it was doing, making me think it might not work out. At first here, I was really interested. I was eyeing this, but after some of this consolidation, just looking at it, I decided to just ignore it. Didn't even alert it. Wasn't worth it. Which so far, good decision. But that was it. Just this quick little move from 3.5 to 403 into this push here, right near the highs, taking my quick gains up around 15%. Just taking the quick single, 10 to 15%, letting them add up. And that's really all it was. And what brought it to my attention was the volume and recognizing the key levels and its failure to break down at these key levels, thinking like a short seller in a way. But yeah, volume is extremely important. We talk about that all the time. LQDA. Here's another insane mover. Could have possibly got this little dip buy opportunity for this high daybreak. Volume is coming in. Not that low of a float, but volume is pretty strong. And even though it's not rotating it yet, you can see compared to its history, this is a big shock in demand. And that's what's possible with these plays. They could really take off when volume is absolutely insane. So recognize the volume and the trend, something we always talk about, holding key levels. In this case here, it would have been the 470s holding VWAP, failing to break down. You got the fade on lower volume, selling pressure here, stabilizes, starts making higher lows, volume picks up, and that triggers this push here. Might still have some more left in the tank. I didn't even check the news or anything on this. No news. And that was the same thing with SIDU. No news. Does have some resistance above around 6. So if it does take off, I will be thinking 6 might be an area where it could top out. Who knows how far this thing could go. But this is reminding me kind of like SIDO. You got this choppy garbage chart. Not much history of taking off. And shorts are probably trapped in this first spike, betting against it. It fails to break down. Buyers keep coming in, and then that leads to more buyers coming in from shorts covering their position. And if this confirms here, the 520s, I think shorts will have their confirmation, and that will lead to a much stronger move right to 6. And inverse, if that doesn't happen, I do expect it to have a pretty steep pullback. So, and if that doesn't happen, I might think, okay, maybe it is holding up pretty strong and could keep holding trend and come back later. It just might not break out in the moment right now. But we're getting into the last 10 minutes of the day, so just wanted to mainly review these two plays and how important volume is to these plays. Just recognizing the key areas where it might have a hard time. As well here, we got that 520 high day as well as a breakout here. So if it confirms the 520s, 530s here, I think it's a pretty good bet that it gets to 6. So those are some solid plays from today. Another one to keep an eye on, TBLT. Only reason I'm really keeping an eye on this is how low the float is. So whenever there's going to be a big shock in demand and a lot of volume coming through, breaking through these levels, shorts seeing this trend, they're expecting it to just fail. But here we are making higher lows as well. So this is something I'll be probably talking about later on the watch list. But I just want to put that out there right now. What else did we have from today? Yeah, AUD did nothing. WTRH, very weak bounce here that we're looking for. APLD, this is still continuing higher. We're looking for that 130 hold, which ended up happening. It was moving after hours. Looks like it's a Bitcoin play, and that's pushing higher. It's coming back. Last time I checked, it was over 23,000, so stabilized and held 17K, and now it's coming back. Choppy, slow, but nonetheless, solid opportunity. Fails to break down, confirms the breakout level around 130. If you're scared to be catching these dips here, wait for it to confirm the breakout and make higher lows. And another opportunity would be maybe getting into here a little bit more comfortable after compared to this pullback here, buying into it. But it is a slower mover, but it was a solid call at the same time. Looking forward to test at least 150. I believe that's what the call was. Yeah, 150 plus. So not bad of a day, 1 for 1. Just trying to really pull back on the trading, just to ease my way back into this. I've taken a month off. Second trade, I took one on Friday, I believe, and this is the first one from this week. Just take the singles, let them add up. Don't be greedy. And that's really all the lesson is too. Besides follow the volume, take your singles. Worked out beautifully today with SIDU. Ended up selling within 2% from the highs. And that's all from just not being too greedy. And once it met my goals and did what I wanted, I got out. That's essentially what I did, and it worked out perfectly. So we'll see what this does. Maybe tomorrow. This is still holding up. But yeah, I just wanted to review the day, kind of what I was seeing, how I was approaching SIDU, and my thinking at the same time with LQDA, which I didn't trade, but I see as a similar setup as SIDU. But yeah, so just a quick lesson there for you guys. Hope this was useful. Check us out on Twitter at Pack-a-Punch Traders. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We'll be back later with a video reviewing the top plays for tomorrow for the watch list. And yeah, that's it. Catch you guys later. Hope everyone had a great day.